Hey, Danny here. This is kind of going out for Tim, who's having some issues with Ubuntu and multus. So I've got here a VM on Harvester. You notice I have two NICs. One is on my forward LAN, one is on my management network. If I do an IPA, I've already got Kubernetes up and running, but you can see I've got my two NICs, ENP 1SO, 1SO and 2SO. Notice that the one is on the front network and the other one is on the other. I do not have an IP on it yet, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the multus setup and go from there. So let's take a look at, this is more of a live kind of, we're just figuring this out. So I don't want to use DHCP. What I want to use is, here, let's see, there was an article here about the same IP. Yep. So for the attachment, okay, 0011, what was my management LAN? 1052. So let's go ahead and change this. Pull up a new sheet, get rid of some of those things. And then we'll do, paste. Okay, capabilities IPS true. I don't think I need that. Master, I need to change to ENPSO2. Static routes, gateway. I don't think I need to worry about gateway, but I'll put it anyway. 58.0.1. Capabilities MAC true, type tuning. I don't think I need that either. Let me just out of curiosity, let's take a look at what I have, what I've used in the past. Because I think what I want to do is clean this up a little bit. And I know the IPM is static. And I know you need the routes designation. Do you need the routes? Yes, I think you do. Put our routes in there, make sure they're spaced out accordingly. I sometimes hate how it, like with YAML, it goes crazy with spaces and tabs and all that good stuff. Do that to clean that. There you go, that looks right. Okay. So let's call it static. Show you I've got multus already running. I'm on a clean install. Let's go ahead and run that. So we've got a static network attachment definition. Let's go back to that. Was it this one? No, it was this one. The example. And we'll go to the pod. So let's copy that. Def out. Code editor. And what I think I want to do is I want to clean this up a little bit. So I do like how it adds the IP address into the annotation. So we'll use the pod that I normally do, which is that one. So really all we have to do is worry about the annotations. And we'll just do from there. How about that? In which case this is static. .58.0.15. 113. That number I'm coming up with based on Harvester, which is showing a 152.0.8. That may cause a problem. 152. Gateway I'm not worried about. Whoop. Great, I just saved it. I have no clue. No big deal. Okay, we can get rid of that one. And yeah, I'll post this. I'll post this for you in that cluster YAML you're working on. White space. Gateway. Actually, it was interesting because we probably don't need gateway since we already established it. Mac VLAN static. We gave it an IP. Actually, I'm not even. What happens if we don't give it a MAC address? Let's see. Cool. Let's try that. Yep. Okay. Multus failed to get delegate. I wonder if I don't need an array for IPs. Let's look at the docs. This person was having an issue, and I think it was down here, where they said, oh, I finally got it working. Da, 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 da. Okay, so they said static. Let's back this out. Okay, that's cleaned out. So it's saying drop the route stuff. I am fine with dropping the route stuff. In which case we can truncate that, right? And this said capabilities IPS true. So we'll add that in. Huh, it didn't set master. That's interesting. Oh, it says plugins. That's different. What does the example use? It uses plugins. Huh. As an array. But I've never used plugins. What did this doc say? Yeah, because this is the one that I've been working off of where I built out my reference. Routes type. Yeah, I'm going to ignore plugins because, like I said, this has been working for me. So bridge, what we're doing is we're not doing IP VLAN, we're doing Mac VLAN. Mac VLAN. Yep. The spacing issue there. Mode layer 2. Oh, for IP VLAN. Okay, not worried about that. Okay, so let's go back here. I like that. Let's create that one. Mac VLAN static. Actually, I'm going to pull capabilities out. Keep this simple. And go here. created. Now I got to figure out the IP portion of it. So in this example, it loads it all up to the front. Okay. So again, let's copy that annotation. Just as an example. There we go. So we're saying an array of name, Mac VLAN static. Yep, that tracks. IPs. Let's try that. Yeah, let's try that. Similar. Multus unit failed to add. Multus error loading KS delegates. Parse pod annotation. Failed to parse annotation. So there's something wrong with our annotation. Okay. It wanted IPs in an array. So let's give it an array. Describe it again. Oh. That worked. So it got 1042 on its overlay network, and it got a 1052. So let's do Docker. I've got a cheat code. Hold on. And there we go. So that worked. So what I'm doing is I'm using, for the record, cat COS release. So I'm using Jammy. I'm using, you saw how I had it. Let me go back to code. We didn't need all this stuff because it's a bridge, so it's the same MAC. And this is on a secondary ETH, so IPA. There's my secondary ETH that does not have an IP on the forward network. Well, here, let's try. According to Harvester, let's see if we can ping bash. I think it's just a shell in there. From inside. Nope. I might not. It might be because I don't have that NIC set up. Because it's on. It's not. I only have one physical NIC into this Harvester box, so that could be it. But it was able to grab an IP. We were able to set a static IP with the pod. We were able to set the VLAN to use it with just these two. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload this to your YAML, and hopefully this works.